Hello traders, welcome to my weekly forex analysis. First we'll be looking at the British pounds USD. British pounds USD the weekly chart close on the resistance level. We have a resistance at this level and we also have a support at this level. Price close on this resistance. Is a sign that we might be expecting a price pulling back to this next support level. So we might see price pushing back to this support level, and if price fail to break this support level before we see further price push to this next weekly resistance. So let's look at the daily chart of the British pounds USD. So on my daily chart, on the daily chart we still have a downtrend structure, which is we have a higher high, then we have a lower high. So when we have this downtrend structure, so might still be expecting British pounds USD to continue to push lower this coming week, because price close on this level of interest, price close on this resistance level. So long price close on this resistance level, and which is also a weekly resistance level, we are expecting price to break. We're expecting price to push lower back to this resistance level. So we expect price to pull back to this support level. But if price fail, because the weekly chart is telling us that price will retest, and continue. So if price fail to break this level, then we expect price to retest, to give us a setup from us to buy from this support level to this weekly resistance level. But if price break this weekly resistance level, we expect a retest and more buy continuation for the British pounds USD. So our scenario for British pounds USD will be on a downtrend, because our daily charts still remain on a downtrend for the British pounds USD. So long we have the downtrend structure, we'll be looking for selling opportunity on the British pounds USD this coming week. So let's look at our next pair, which is the dollar index. So the dollar index on my daily chart still have this uptrend structure. You still have uptrend structure on the dollar index. So we have a series of a lower low and a series of higher low, which indicate a bullish momentum for the dollar index. So we expect price to move to this next resistance level for the dollar index. So a break of this resistance level, we expect a pullback, then we'll see further price moving forward for the dollar index. The dollar index still remain uptrend this coming week, because price have closed on this daily support level. So we expect price to continue to push higher this coming week. So let's look at the weekly chart of the dollar index. So on my weekly chart, you can see that price closed on weekly support level. Price failed to break this support level last week. So long price failed to break this support level last week, we expect price to move to this next resistance level on the weekly chart. So we expect price to push to this next weekly resistance level. So from the daily and the weekly are telling us the same direction on the dollar index. So this week we expect more buying for the dollar index. So what's our selling scenario for the dollar index this week? For selling scenario, we expect price to break below this level, then we expect a retest, then we'll start looking for selling opportunity for the dollar index this coming week. So but our scenario for this week, we see remain on a bullish because of this current market structure we have on the daily chart for the dollar index. So look out for more buying opportunity, except price close below this level for look out for selling opportunity for the dollar index. So let's look at our next pair, which is the Euro USD. Euro USD on my daily chart still have a downtrend structure. We have the downtrend structure on the daily chart, which indicates further sell for the Euro USD. So price currently close Currently price closed on this resistance level, which is my area of interest for sell. For we to have price on this area of interest for sell, it shows we indicate further downtrend for the euro USD. So we expect price to move to this next support level, because we see have is a downtrend, which you have a series of lower high, which is we expect price to move to this next support level on the daily charts this coming week. So let's look at what the weekly chart is saying on the euro USD. So on my euro USD, on the weekly chart, price closed on the weekly resistance level. So we have price closing on this weekly resistance level. So long price closed on this weekly resistance level, we expect price to drop this week for the euro USD. So we expect more sell. So long we have price on this weekly resistance level, we expect price to sell to this next support level for the euro USD. So look for more sell for euro USD this coming week. So you can see that price on the weekly and on the daily, they are pointing the same direction. So we are looking for sell opportunity for euro USD this coming week. For buying scenario, so if you are looking for buy, so we expect price to break out of this high, break out of this lower high, then wait for retest, then first start looking for buying opportunity for euro USD. So our scenario for this week still remain on a downtrend, because we still have a downtrend structure. So let's look at our next pair, which is the Australia USD. Australia USD on my daily chart still have as breaking below this neckline. So to long price close below this level, we still expect price to still continue to push lower this week, because we have a higher high and we have a lower high. So our for sell scenario from the Australia USD, we're waiting for price to break below this level. Once price close below this level, we expect a retest, then we'll look out for more sell for the Australia USD. So we expect more sell for Australia USD this coming week. So let's look at the weekly chart of the Australia USD. So on my weekly chart, you can see that Australia USD closed on resistance level. So long we have price closing on this resistance level, so we expect more sell on Australia USD, so long we have price close on this resistance level. So our first target for the Australia USD move will be targeting this next resistance level on Australia USD. So our first target will be this resistance level, then our second target will be this next. Our first target will be this support level, our second target will be this other support level. So long we have price close on resistance on the weekly and the daily is price also on daily resistance, we expect Australia USD to push lower this coming week. So we expect more sell on Australia USD this coming week. So let's look at our next pair, which is the gold USD. Gold USD. Gold USD see on a sideways trend. We see have a sideways trend on gold USD. So we don't have current good direction for gold USD. You can see that price is currently on the range. You are seeing on the range on the gold USD. So what we expect for gold, before we can we'll make decision on gold, we expect price to break below this level, then retest, then we'll start looking for further sell for gold USD. So gold still remain on the sideways trend for now. Then for buy scenario, we expect price to break out of this high, then we'll start looking for buying opportunity for the gold USD. So our scenario for gold USD is still neutral. So we'll focus our attention on our major currency pairs this coming week. If you find this weekly analysis helpful, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.